It's more than 90 minutes. It's more than a football match. El Clásico is a story of two cities, two identities, and two football clubs that represent something far greater than themselves. When Real Madrid and Barcelona take to the pitch, an entire nation holds its breath. The air crackles with an energy that is difficult to describe but impossible to ignore. This isn't just about winning a game or securing 3 points in the league table. It is a battle for pride, a defense of a way of life, and a spectacle that captivates hundreds of millions of people across the globe. It is the single greatest rivalry in club football, a biannual event that feels like a final every single time it is played. The name itself, the Classic, tells you everything you need to know about its stature. It suggests tradition, significance, and a timeless quality. This is a fixture that has been played for over a century, and each new encounter adds another chapter to its sprawling, dramatic narrative. From the sun-drenched stands of the Santiago Bernabéu to the towering terraces of the Camp Nou, the emotions are raw and unfiltered. It's a contest that has everything: breathtaking skill, moments of pure genius, intense physical battles, and a psychological warfare that unfolds both on and off the field. The world stops, conversations cease, and all eyes turn to Spain. To find the true origins of this fierce rivalry, you must travel back in time to a Spain deeply divided by politics and ideology. The early 20th century laid the groundwork, but the era of General Francisco Franco poured gasoline on the fire. During this period, regional identities were suppressed. The central government in Madrid held absolute power. Real Madrid, rightly or wrongly, became associated with the regime. They were seen as the state's team, the embodiment of a unified Castilian Spain. Their success on the European stage was brandished as a symbol of the nation's strength, a powerful tool for propaganda. In stark contrast, FC Barcelona became més que un club, more than a club. For the people of Catalonia, the football stadium became one of the few places where their language could be spoken and their identity expressed without fear of reprisal. The club became a symbol of Catalan culture, a vessel for their aspirations of autonomy. Every match against the team from the capital was therefore imbued with immense political significance. Catalonia versus Spain, the oppressed versus the establishment. This context transformed a simple sporting contest into a deeply personal and emotional battle for millions of people. One of the most infamous moments that cemented this animosity occurred in 1943, during a Copa del Generalissimo semi-final. Barcelona had won the first leg 3-0 at home. In the return leg in Madrid, the story takes a dark turn. Reports claim Barcelona's players were visited before the match by Franco's director of state security. He allegedly delivered a menacing reminder that they were only playing due to the generosity of the regime. Terrified, Barcelona lost the match 11-1. The result itself is almost irrelevant. The legacy of that day became a cornerstone of the rivalry's narrative of injustice. This historical backdrop is crucial. Without it, El Clásico is just another derby. With it, every encounter is layered with a century of meaning. The animosity wasn't just about football, it was about identity. The signing of Alfredo Di Stefano in the 1950s became another major point of contention. Both clubs claimed to have signed Di Stefano. After a complex and controversial intervention by the Spanish authorities, he ended up at Real Madrid. Di Stefano would go on to lead Madrid to 5 consecutive European Cups, leaving Barcelona fans to wonder what might have been, fueling a sense of injustice that persists to this day. Modern fan protests linking past grievances to present-day tensions. Over the decades, the pitch has been the stage for some of football's most dramatic and unforgettable moments. These are the matches that are etched into the collective memory of fans, the games that are spoken about for years to come. One such moment was in 1974, when Johan Cruyff, in his first season with Barcelona, led the team to a stunning 5-0 victory at the Bernabéu. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. For a club and a region that had felt subordinate for so long, this dominant performance was a moment of pure catharsis and liberation. It signaled a shift in power and gave immense hope to the Barcelona faithful. Fast forward to the early 2000s, and the drama reached a fever pitch with the Figo affair. Luis Figo was a hero in Barcelona, their captain and their best player. But in 2000, he committed the ultimate act of betrayal. he joined Real Madrid. His first return to the Camp Nou was one of the most hostile and intimidating atmospheres ever witnessed in football. The noise was deafening, a symphony of whistles and insults. The hatred was palpable. Coins, bottles, lighters, and most infamously a pig's head was thrown onto the pitch as he prepared to take a corner. That image became an iconic symbol of the raw, visceral passion and bitterness of the rivalry. The era of Pep Guardiola versus Jose Mourinho took the rivalry to a new level of intensity. A tactical and psychological war between two of the world's greatest managers. The peak of this was arguably Barcelona's 5-0 demolition of Mourinho's Madrid in 2010. It was a masterclass in tiki-taka football, a performance so perfect that it is still revered as one of the greatest team displays in history. The humiliation for Madrid was immense, and the series of Clásicos that followed were brutal, ill-tempered affairs filled with red cards, touchline brawls, and an animosity that seemed to permeate every aspect of Spanish football. Yet, amidst the hatred, there have been moments of incredible sportsmanship. In 2005, the Bernabeu crowd did something almost unthinkable. They rose to their feet to give a standing ovation to a Barcelona player. That player was Ronaldinho, who had just scored 2 mesmerizing individual goals, tearing Madrid's defense apart with effortless grace. For a brief moment, the rivalry was set aside in pure admiration of footballing genius. What began as a Spanish affair has exploded into a global phenomenon. Madrid, Barcelona, New York, Tokyo, Lagos, Sydney, bars and pubs are packed. Dublin, Dubai, fans wearing the white of Madrid or the blaugrana of Barcelona. The rivalry has transcended its geographical and cultural origins to become a universal spectacle. This transformation was driven by globalization of football, savvy marketing, and the presence of the world's most exciting players on one pitch. The atmosphere inside the stadium on match day is an experience in itself, a sensory overload of noise, color, and emotion. At the Bernabeu, the sea of white creates an intimidating wall of sound, whistling and jeering the opposition with ferocious intensity. At the Camp Nou, the famous mosaic displays before kickoff are a sight to behold. Nearly 100,000 fans holding up colored cards. The chants are deafening, the tension is palpable, and the collective roar that greets a goal is a primal explosion of joy or despair. To be inside the stadium is to feel the heartbeat of the rivalry. This passion isn't confined to the 90 minutes of play. In the week leading up to the match, Madrid is consumed by it. In the week leading up to the match, Barcelona is consumed by it. Newspapers dedicate entire sections, tactical analyses, player injuries, talk radio buzzes with heated debates and friendly arguments erupt in cafes and offices. The rivalry becomes the central topic of conversation, a shared obsession that unites and divides in equal measure. This build-up creates an incredible sense of anticipation, ensuring that by the time the whistle blows, the emotional stakes are already sky-high. In the modern era, El Clásico is more than a football match. It is a global entertainment product. It offers drama, skill, history, and a rivalry so deep it feels personal, even to those watching thousands of miles away. As the world becomes more connected, the tribe of Real Madrid and Barcelona fans continues to grow, spreading the legend of El Clásico to every corner of the planet. It stands today not just as the pinnacle of Spanish football, but as a testament to the power of sport to create a narrative that captivates the entire world.